Alright guys, so today's video I wanted to talk about Carplay. Carplay has been around for a very long time by now, and it's one of the most useful things that people use in their cars, or at least it should be anyway. And it looks like CarPlay is going to get some really cool features based on this Mac Rumors article here. And I wanted to read the article and talk a little bit about my thoughts on what is going to be coming and how it's going to be useful. So without further ado, let's begin. As you guys can see here, it has the CarPlay in a car. I'm not really sure what model car this is, but it says Apple is looking to expand CarPlay's functionality to include controls for core car functions such as the air conditioning system, radio, speedometer, seats, and more, according to a new report from Bloomberg. The project, internally codenamed Ironheart, is still in its early stages, but would include Apple working with car makers to expand CarPlay's functionality to control core car functions. Beyond apps for music and navigation, CarPlay doesn't let users control any aspect of the car itself. This new iPhone based project would be looking to change that. The company is working on technology that would access functions like the climate control system, speedometer, radio, and seats, according to people with knowledge of the effort. The initiative, known as Ironheart internally, is still in its early stages and would require the cooperation of automakers. Ironheart would take CarPlay a step further. The iPhone-based system could access a range of controls, sensors, and settings, said the people, who asked not to be identified because the project is a secret. The report lists several different car functions that CarPlay could display in the future, including inside and outside temperature and humidity readings, seats and armrests, instrument cluster, and controls for the car's built-in speakers. Bloomberg says that Apple's CarPlay strategy is similar to that of its home and health offerings, where the company has consolidated users' information into single apps on their iPhone. With Ironheart, CarPlay would be more comprehensive system for users to control their vehicles without having to switch between CarPlay and the car's control system. Ultimately, while Apple is rumored to be building its own car, CarPlay and any of its plans would require the cooperation of car makers. As today's report notes, Apple has struggled to convince some car makers to adopt certain features of CarPlay into their vehicles. Ironheart would represent Apple's strongest push into cars since CarPlay was released in 2014. But it may not be a hit with automakers. They could be reluctant to hand over control of key features to Apple. While CarPlay is now in more than 600 car models, other Apple initiatives launched in recent years have been slower to catch on with automakers. But automakers have mostly balked at at adding these enhancements. The climate control and radio apps are only supported by a few cars, and the EV routing feature isn't available on any vehicles that are currently shipping. The CarPlay display expansion is only supported by a few brands such as BMW and Volkswagen, and CarKey is just on some BMWs. Apple recently tapped Kevin Lynch, who was previously an important part of developing watchOS, to lead Apple Car team. but following several departures, doubts are starting to arise about whether Apple will ever release its own vehicle. Now, I personally, and a while ago, I had said, I think that this would be a really cool thing, having an Apple car. I actually made a video on Instagram a while back. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you guys know which one I'm talking about. And I literally said, "Apple car? Say what?" A lot of my friends saw that and they made fun of me. It was kind of silly at the time, but I even thought it was kind of crazy to even think that Apple would be making a car. I think that now that I'm reading this and we're seeing this, I think that this would make more sense and be more realistic, rather than Apple making a car. I'm not saying that, it's not possible that Apple is able to make a car. They probably are. I mean, they are one of the richest companies out there that I know. You know, alongside Tesla. And you know what? I mean, maybe Tesla and Apple could actually work together and do this Apple car or whatever you want to call it. But I do think that this that I read here today was a little bit more, believable in a lot of ways. So I want to know what you guys think. I think that this would be a really cool idea. But again, like I said, I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys think that this will actually happen? Do you guys think this is a project that will fail and not happen? Let's talk in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.